guys? My name is Cristian Sandoval. We over here in this YouTube series or podcast that we got going on over here. And today I have Salma Sandoval, who's borrowing my last name for some reason, and David Sanchez over here.
What's up?
Hey, guys.
And yeah, we're here. What were we just talking about? We're talking about a dog in Craigslist and something about the black market or something like that. So go ahead.
Okay, so what happened is that
What happened?
Well,
it was the beginning of the pandemic and everybody was getting dogs. Like, it was just a thing, right? So my family was like, we really want a dog. You should get on it. Look for a dog. So I'm looking at the shelters. The shelters are like empty. Like, they don't have dogs. And then I start looking at like adoption agencies. And the puppies are like super expensive. They're like $600, $800.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to look on Craigslist, look on eBay, see what pops up. So I'm looking on Craigslist and I end up finding the dog that we have now. And I reach out and he looks really small in the picture. So I'm like, yeah, like we want a small dog. And he's like, yeah, it's going to be $400. So I get the $400 and I reach out to him and I'm like, so like, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this? Like,
how you want to
do this? So he's like, yeah, I'm in Maryland, and why don't we meet up at this elementary school? And I'm like, cool. I'm taking all my brothers with me.
Is that red flag? Yeah.
So I have two brothers living with me right now, and I took both of them, and I was like, hey, yo, like, y'all need to come with me. Like, it's not up for debate. Y'all need to come with me. So we pull up to the elementary school at a certain time, and we're waiting for like an hour. And I'm texting the guy, and I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, I'm on my way. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'll give you another 30 minutes. I wait a whole other hour.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, like, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not. He's like, I'm 5 minutes away.
Jesus.
So I was like, okay. I wait. And he pulls up. Thankfully, like, he pulls up like 10 minutes later, which is not 5 minutes, but whatever. And he goes, yeah, like, here's the dog. And the dog was like relatively big. Like, I thought he was like below my knee sitting down, but he was like to my knee sitting down.
So no puppy, huh?
So he was 3 months though.
3 months.
Yeah. So we ended up getting the dog, and he looked like a Dalmatian, but he's not a Dalmatian.
Interesting. So his coat was just spotted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like his face is like fully black.
Oh, wow.
And like his bottom is spotted. So I don't know what he is. I don't know what breed he is.
So you just got a dog, don't know what breed it is.
Don't know what breed it
3
is.
months, that's it.
Yeah. And also his name was Oreo when we got him, but my mom did not stand for that, and she said his name was Paco, so his name is Paco.
Paco, okay. So Paco's like the Spanish of Oreo, okay?
I guess.
I guess that's the translation.
That's translation. Paco. No, what? That's crazy, but in elementary school, yo. What?
Yeah, in elementary school. And it was getting dark too. Like, it was like 6, 7 at night.
Oh, man.
And it was like around like Thanksgiving time.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yo, like, this is a little sus.
No, it's definitely.
This is a little concerning.
I would have brought David with me.
See, I didn't know something about that.
Yeah, we didn't know each other at the time.
Okay.
No. That was like a couple months before we met each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no more elementary school, guys.
Listen, no. Meeting up at elementary schools is not it.
Yeah, definitely. Do not do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, so you're a dog person then.
I love dogs. If it were up to me, I'd have like 5.
5? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. No cats?
No, I don't like cats. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry to the
David?
cat people.
Yeah, I'm a dog person.
You're a dog person?
I'm a dog. I don't have any dogs. I've never had a dog.
Oh, okay.
But I would say I'm most definitely a dog person.
But you want a dog?
I would love a husky or German Shepherd.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are cute.
I want a dog that's like a wolf. Like,
Oh,
I have a
wolf.
huge thing for wolves. So
You ever seen the Game of Thrones, the little wolf that be
Yeah.
popping up just like that? Just
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I would want something like that. So,
Call it snow.
but I mean, they're big animals. So I mean, we'll see.
They shed a lot.
They shed a lot.
They
yeah.
shed a lot.
And it's like a lot of work to like keep clean and maintain and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
No, most definitely. Right now, I currently own a pit bull. He's a Bruno.
Nice.
But he is scared of everything.
Bro,
man.
my dog too.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
what it is.
Dude, mira, levantar la mano así, se, uy. He gets, man.
Like, I was walking my dog the other day, and he got scared of a toad, like a stone toad, like, statue
What?
on the lawn. Like, he started barking at it and got scared at it, and I was like, sir, that is a rock.
He said, mueve.
It doesn't move.
Well, no, man. So I got another thing with my dog that actually is kind of weird. I don't know if anybody knows about this, if dogs actually do this, but he walks backwards into the entrances of anything. So anytime he tries to go into a door to a different part of the house,
Mm-hmm.
he walks backwards. I don't know, either he's checking his surroundings or something, but he just be walking backwards and then he just turns around and he walks like he's normal. Every single time there's a segment parted of a place.
No,
that's weird.
That's a dog with personality
That's
right there.
weird.
That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. And that pit bull, his name is Zeus. So
How old is he?
Ooh,
so
I like that.
I don't know. We actually got it from a friend.
Oh.
So I don't know how old he was when we received him.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, he's just there. I think he's old now because his legs are coming down. You know, his knees and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the other day, my bassist from our church, he was telling me to put a wheelchair on him. You know, have like because his knees were giving out, so he can't really walk. So, but you know, it happens. You know, we try to take care of a dog. You know, they always say dogs are like humans, right?
Yeah. Honestly, like I think about like they're another like baby.
Yeah,
They
it's
are.
true.
They're
They
like
are.
children.
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta feed them. You gotta do all that and walk them out. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Walk him, yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. That's probably like why I don't have a dog.
What?
I just don't have the time.
Lack of responsibility, homie.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Mm.
Oh man, but guys, man, dog's amazing. But let's go into
Amazing.
this ministry life that you guys are in now, man. So I
Alright.
met you guys through P-Boyz, through Eric Gonzalez. You
Yeah.
know,
Shout out to my boy Eric.
Shout out to Eric.
Yep. And we got
Love
the
you.
manager of P-Boyz over here. If that's true, that's true. It's a joke. It's a joke. The point is, we got Salma Sandoval over here, and you got David, the guitarist from P-Boyz. And been
Yeah.
traveling them for how long? You guys been together?
2 years we
2
were talking
years.
about.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I didn't start out being the manager of P-Boyz.
Yeah, like honestly,
we
we met 2 years ago.
we
Okay.
met 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so
and I guess like we've been involved with P-Boyz like about a year now.
yeah, so this is like, so we met through P-Boyz as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the way that I came into the picture, I'm not sure about David, but P-Boyz reached out to my best friend Sulamita Marquez Ramos. Shout out to her. I love her so
Shout
much.
out to Suli.
Pleasure. Hopefully, work with you soon.
Great human, immaculate human, impeccable vibes. Anyways, he reached out to Sulamita because Sulamita had a video of her singing. I think it was Ante Ti or No Hay Lugar Más Alto. So it was one of those two
I
songs.
think it was Auntie.
Ante Ti, right?
Yeah, it's like her main.
It's her
yeah,
song.
yeah, it's
Like
her
she
song.
sounds immaculate when she sings it. All glory to God. But Eric reached out to her, and was like, pull up to Rios de Agua Viva, which is Peter Navarrete's church. Shout out to Peter Navarrete.
Shout out Peter.
That's the homie. And so she was like, look, like he reached out to me. Let's go. So I was like, bet. I got nothing to do. It was January 2021. Like
Yeah.
stuff was opening
Oh,
up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like we were doing much. Like we weren't going out much. So I was like, bet, let's pull up. So we pull up. And that day at that culto, I come to find out, is also the first day that David meets the rest of the boys too.
Oh, wow.
Well, technically no, because
Well-
we had rehearsal. So
You had rehearsal, right?
The service was on a Thursday,
Yeah,
and we practiced on a Tuesday. So I already knew them like 2 days before.
just 2 days before.
Yeah, but it
okay,
was
okay.
like our first
It
time
was
ministry.
it was the week.
Yeah.
It was that week.
So it's
yeah.
fairly, he's older, at that point.
Yeah.
Senior,
And
senior right there.
Yeah.
so, and the thing is that we like instantly clicked. Like our vibes just went together. Like we
Nice.
were just, it was just really nice. And on the ride home, like me and Sulamita were talking about it, and we were like, these are really cool peoples. Like I could actually see myself being friends with these boys like
wow.
long term. Like, and so we very much like appreciated how they welcomed us and how they received us and everything, and it just felt really nice. Like it felt like we clicked. It felt really good.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah, it's crazy because like when people meet us and see us and they're like, you guys have to be at the same church.
Yeah,
you guys are
yeah.
siblings, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And none of us go to the same church.
Yeah.
Wow.
None of us are related in any way.
Yeah.
And we just that day we just kind of we met, we talked, we interacted for like maybe good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And since then we just haven't. We've been inseparable.
Yeah.
Like we're always, involved in each other's events and ministries and churches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all glory for God.
All glory to God. Like
And at that point, I thought you guys were a family, everything,
No,
cousins,
no.
brothers, sisters.
like recently we went
in
to
Christ.
Connecticut, and they were like, y'all are related, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, nah.
Yeah,
nah.
everybody is like, you guys look alike.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
crazy
wow.
because like it gets to the point where like we even start dressing alike without
Yeah.
even like planning it. like we'll pick out clothing for an event. Nobody will talk about their outfits, but when we all like wear the same outfit,
Yeah.
we all look the same.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
It's either like the same colors or relatively like.
It's like the same
Same
color
type of outfit.
palette.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Man,
It's
en el
crazy.
espíritu ya están
Es que
así.
estamos
ahí, varón,
Yeah,
estamos
it's the
ahí.
Holy Spirit, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. We even talk the same at this point. Yeah. So it's awesome. We've become like honestly like that family.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's
And
pretty
it makes
lit.
P-Boyz real. As far as P-Boyz, it makes it. You guys are like glued to everybody, which is amazing. You know what I mean?
It's
That's
really
what I've
nice to
noticed,
have,
and
yeah.
it's really good for you guys. Every time, well, for me, when I met Eric and he started telling me about P-Boyz, when I started seeing his context and everybody that he'd be working with, it was very amazing how it really did feel like a family. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure.
And then that's how I was able to meet you guys, David and Salma.
Yeah.
You know, from there, you guys have this offering for the DMV area, and I wish you guys you guys continue doing what you guys gotta do.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I'm involved in there and I keep helping you guys out, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, most definitely. And no, that's amazing. P-Boyz, man, P-Boyz.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, I'm sure you're gonna bring Eric on this podcast.
Yeah,
you guys can talk
definitely,
a
yeah.
little bit more,
Yes.
but just from being with Eric and knowing Eric, like he is the like creator of P-Boyz,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
P-Boyz started with Eric, and his vision for P-Boyz, for the ministry, was to being able to unite people who have never met before and to be able to do things like this. Like we're working with you in this podcast, and to be able to expand the kingdom of God, to be able to even though we're from different churches, different backgrounds, different age groups and stuff like that, but we're all able to come together and work united. So
Yeah.
that's the vision for
Amen.
P-Boyz.
Amen.
And again, you can bring Eric and he'll explain
Eric
it
over
in
there
more
with his
deep.
hair, he's gonna be like,
Not the hair flip.
yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, yo.
Eric, man, amazing guy.
Love you,
Amazing
Eric. Love you,
guy.
Eric.
Oh, we love the kid.
No, talented, you guys. Again, the fact is, when I met Eric, man, and he knows this, I would tell him all the time. I'm telling you guys, meeting different people from different backgrounds, uniting in the spirit, worshiping God, not just worshiping God, but having the same vision. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody united in the area and expanding the kingdom, and that's what we're here to do, and that's definitely what we want to continue doing.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure you're gonna bring Eric in
Yeah.
here, and yeah. So that's kind of like his vision, and we've kind of united with his vision, and kind of he's been supporting us in our projects. We've been supporting him, and we've just come together. And at this point, we're just like one part, of the ministry.
No, of course,
Yeah.
no.
Mhm.
And what was probably the funniest part? What's the most memorable moment that you guys had with P-Boyz? As far as
Man, that's a good
traveling and all
question.
that
That's a good
stuff. Yeah, so
question.
for what's the most memorable for you guys? For how long has so 2 years, right? 2 years with P-Boyz.
2 years
right?
we've known each other.
We've known
Know
each
each
other
other.
2 years.
a year we've been with working
ministering
together.
with them, working
Yeah.
together. Okay, so within the year, what's the most memorable stuff that you guys have?
Salma, do you have anything?
Ay, Dios
Connecticut.
mío. Well, Connecticut was pretty eventful.
Connecticut was fun.
But I will say this though, like I haven't really traveled much with the guys because my duties here at my home church kind of, like clash.
Gotcha.
So like for example, the Louisiana trip I was supposed to go, but I couldn't.
Gotcha.
What other trip did I not go to? I think
the
there was
second
one
North Carolina.
the second North Carolina, right? And there hasn't been a third that I have canceled on yet.
No. I think that's it.
I think
a
that's
couple
it.
like Richmond events.
Oh, but those are like Vigilia local stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah,
I would say for me the most memorable when all of us are involved, Indianapolis hands down.
bro.
Indianapolis hands down. So
Just laugh. So I gotta hear what
yeah.
happened.
So a little bit of context.
Okay, so before we start, Indianapolis, we left on a day that we did a recording all together.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So we participated in Ryan Chu's.
Shout out to boy. Ron.
Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Man of God.
Amazing,
Man of God.
amazing,
Man of God. He asked most of us to participate in the recording, and then we left after. Like we left after the recording to Indianapolis, and the thing is that it was 6 of us, 5 of us. It was me,
It was,
you,
Yeah, it was 6.
Ira. 6.
Yeah, it was 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we weren't all gonna fit in any of our cars. So I asked my mom if we could borrow her car. She has a bigger SUV with a lot more space. So we took our car and we stopped at my house to eat pupusas before leaving.
Oh.
So that's our-
Those pupusas slap.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, they slapped.
Even though like I'm like half Guatemalan as well, like
Okay.
the food that I eat the most is Salvadoran.
Nice, which is amazing. That's how it should be, right?
It's good food.
That's how it should be. All Spanish
It's
Salvadorian food. There
it's
we
good
go.
food. It's great food. Yeah.
Good
So now you can proceed.
No, yeah. Just piggybacking off of what Salma was saying, we participated with the recording that probably ended around like 10:30ish. We were like Eric and I we were playing. We were the musicians, and so we had to be there a lot earlier than anybody.
Yeah.
So we were there for a good maybe like 6 hours.
Wow.
And so after the recording, we kind of just like, all right, guys, we gotta go.
Like we gotta book it.
We gotta book it
We gotta book it.
because
We
like
gotta go.
we were gonna drive all the way to Indianapolis, and that was like what 6 hour trip?
Nah, bro, it was like 9.
It was 9.
Yeah.
Tired and all that.
9.
Stuff.
Literally, we start hitting the road to Indianapolis maybe like 11:30.
Wow.
And
Like-
I took my little brother so that he could help us drive,
Uh-huh.
and he was the first one.
He was the first one that was
He was
knocked
the first.
out.
No, he was the first one to drive
Oh,
because we
okay.
were all tired. That was part of the plan. Like that was part of the deal.
That was part of the plan.
and
and Varón started kind of like speeding
kind of.
No,
you know?
yeah.
And like we were like deep in Maryland,
deep in Maryland.
and he gets a ticket.
What?
Yeah.
like the camera one.
Uh,
And we just all see the big flash in the car. And we're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Like we're all like sighing about it. But we had that was the great
that
start.
was a great time.
It was
That
a
was a
great
great
start.
start,
And
yeah.
then at that point, I take over.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
so-
you're the second driver at this
So
point.
now I'm the second driver,
Okay.
and we're just
And we're already in
driving.
Pennsylvania.
No. We're still like in
That's
Maryland,
a
but
long
we're
way.
like because we're going out west.
Oh, right. We're still in like that part of
That
Maryland.
yeah. So then we get to like West Virginia, somewhere in West Virginia, and at this point we're done.
We're tired.
man.
We're tired.
So we're like, where do we go? What do we do? We found like this most random gas station.
Okay.
Most random. Nobody's in this gas station.
Nobody's in this gas
and it's
station.
literally just one like light.
Yeah.
Just flickering.
literally just that.
It is the creepiest gas
The most
station.
creepiest gas station. There's literally nothing around, just forest.
Yeah.
wow.
And so
And the thing is that right before getting to that exit, we
Uh-oh.
I was like, David, just take the next exit. Like take the next exit. Doesn't matter where it is. Like just take it. We take it, and it's this like neighborhood. It's not even like gas stations or anything. We go directly into this creepy neighborhood where like we start like
like-
speaking in tongues because
Yeah,
we
we
feel the
start
presión, bro.
rebuking,
Like we
bro.
start rebuking. Like we're
Oh,
in the car
wow.
and we just start interceding like
for
heavily.
real, like literally like
It
like
just felt-
movie scene
No,
kind
that's
of.
kind of
Like
crazy,
horror
bro.
story movie
What?
scene
Like
type.
you get out of the exit and there was like fog already.
Yeah, it was
It
so
was sequential
creepy.
at that point.
It was
Fog,
so
darkness,
creepy.
Oh my
Super
God.
creepy. So then
And I'm like, David, turn around.
Yeah.
David,
No, no,
turn around.
next exit,
David,
next
David.
exit.
I was like, we gotta.
literally turn around to the
I
biggest
was like, abort. We
U-turn.
gotta abort this place. Like, no.
And so
can't
we
do this.
take the next exit, and then that's where this gas station is.
Yeah.
And so we park like literally right under the light, and we take like what a 3-4 hour nap.
Yeah, but the
Under
boys,
the-
the
just
boys
there?
needed to use the bathroom. The boys,
The boys needed to use
the boys needed to use the
Bro,
bathroom.
Peter
Peter and Eric.
has the worst bladder.
Every 5 minutes you go that.
Literally worse than like un viejito. bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Peter.
Shout out to Peter. Love the homie.
So the boys needed to use the restroom, so they go and like the little like I guess the snack bar or whatever. It's closed.
It's closed.
So they just went.
They went behind the building and just nature's bathroom.
Nature's
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Nature's bathroom.
Don't try that at home, guys.
Don't try that at home,
No,
kids.
no.
That's not it, kids.
But yeah, after the nap, we wake up and then we should start driving again. I think I drove for another 2 hours.
Yeah,
then
you did.
Jumped on
Yeah, and then I
and
took us into Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So no ticket there. So it was just in the beginning.
That was just the beginning.
That was just the beginning. That was just the beginning.
Yeah.
He ended up paying the ticket, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. He works.
So, but yeah, and then I guess just getting there, like, we got to the hotel. And then after the hotel, we kind of got ready for the first.
It was a nice
service.
hotel.
It was a really nice hotel.
I booked it, by the way.
Oh,
And yeah, that's
Shout
why
out to
she's the
Salma.
manager. That's why she's the manager.
that's why.
And so after the first service, we get back to the hotel. We change back to our street clothes, and then we kind of go out and explore.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just a really nice adventure. Just kind of like a nice vibe to being able to just go to a place never seen before. And
Yeah.
just being with great friends and just
Right.
experiencing it, and then just driving it back and everything. It's just I would say
It was the
Indianapolis
vibes.
Would
Nice.
be the
It was great vibes.
would be the memorable. Trip.
Yeah, it was a very memorable trip. And right before getting into Indianapolis, we stopped at Ohio. We stopped at
We stopped
at a rest stop. And it was a really weird rest stop. Like it had a gas station, a restaurant, and like this area to like just chill all in one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know how the boys ended up finding this place because they're traviesos, like they are explorers, We're gonna call them explorers. Explorers. And I was in the bathroom. I come out. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. And then I hear laughing, like down the hall, and I'm like, what is going on? I follow it, and I'm like trying to figure out where they're at. They're in this janky gym. Like this little 1-room gym, and like it's like really old gym stuff, and all you see is like David on the machine. and then you see Peter like on the elliptical, but you'd think that you'd put both feet on the elliptical. No, man's had both feet on one step and just going at it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on the other one. So it's me on the other one, and we start going at it.
Vibes right there.
So it's just vibes. And then you see Eric just on the bike, just laughing, like he's just like going at it, like just laughing. And then after that, like we were just like, all right, we got our blood pumping, we gotta go. Like we gotta finish driving into Indianapolis. We get there, like he said. Oh, when we got there, they had food for us, like the people there, the church.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so we got to the hotel, we changed, because we were all looking rough.
We were rough. We were looking pretty rough.
We were looking rough.
Yeah.
And they got kicked out of the bathroom because they were cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah.
See, Salma remembers everything, man. She does.
And I was chilling in the bathroom since I was the only girl. I was taking my time.
She was like, I was in the car for a couple hours.
I was doing my hair.
I was
I was taking my time. They got kicked out. I could hear them.
We got kicked out. Yeah. I feel like we took longer than you though.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like us boys, we tend to like when we're together.
Oh yeah,
we take longer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say Indianapolis, out of all the trips, would be the trip when it's all of us involved. Would be the one that we were like had the most fun.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a lot of fun that time.
Yeah.
Very much liked it.
Hopefully there's another trip coming, right? Go and find that gas station and take a picture. And
honestly, we should.
No, that's amazing.
Crazy times.
That's amazing. I'm really glad to hear that you guys continue doing what you guys got to do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's more travel availability. I mean, you would know as a manager.
Yeah. Actually, Louisiana reached out.
We're talking to Louisiana.
Yeah, we're talking to Louisiana. Last year, quedamos pendientes con una iglesia in Mississippi.
También.
Yeah. They wanted us to come December, but we were full.
Okay.
And I told them that we would do something either January or February. They were like, all right, we'll think about it.
And in like a couple of weeks, we're about to go to Connecticut.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, we're about to go to Connecticut. We've been there before. Immaculate vibes again.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
People of God.
Seriously.
Amazing people.
Shout out
to them. What else do we have on the agenda? I think just a lot of local stuff.
Most of it local,
Yeah, it's a lot of local stuff.
Yeah, man, you guys are packed. Every time I talk to Eric, he's like, man, busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I get constant like messages from the guys. They're like, can you add this to the calendar? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, yep, got you. Yeah, like I have a calendar for each of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're all color coded. David's red.
Color-coded.
He's red?
Yeah, David's red.
Red being my favorite color.
It's his favorite color. Not because he's a red flag.
No. Only green like flags here.
It's like that.
Oh, wow.
So, I have a calendar for each one.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is why Son was the manager.
Yeah. No, it sounds like you're very organized.
Yes.
I am. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now I know who to talk to. So just
You need organizational skills. I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
No, but that's amazing. And I know you guys travel with Peter. So Peter is P-Boyz, right, too? He's P-Boyz?
He's part of P-Boyz, yes, but he also has his own ministry.
Right, that's what I noticed.
Yeah. And we do tend to travel a lot more with Peter.
Yeah.
Us two travel a lot more with Peter, because like Eric is also doing his own thing as well, being P-Boyz and all that.
So in essence, technically, we all are part of P-Boyz, but we all have our own like ministry.
Yeah.
Also.
So just collaboration with P-Boyz and like being under the umbrella, but still continue
doing our own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
which is really good. Yeah.
So like Peter has his own things going on. I would have my own things. Salma has her own things.
Yeah.
And Eric itself. So sometimes, most of the times, it's comes to all together.
Right.
But sometimes we can't all come together,
of
right?
course,
because maybe Eric has an event somewhere, and then we're here with Peter somewhere else, or so on and so forth. So, but for the most part, we all come together, but sometimes we have to be separate.
No, of course, it happens.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing is that when you guys come together, you guys already know what's about to happen.
Yeah,
boys take too long in the
do.
bathroom, and then Salma is by herself in the bathroom.
We're all getting kicked out.
No, but that's amazing, guys. And I know Peter's coming out with a album. You guys
so
shout out right now.
Quick shout out to the Holy
Yeah,
album. That was an amazing experience. That was something that I absolutely like. I learned so much. I learned absolutely so much. Yeah, it was an amazing process.
Yeah. You know, along with Indianapolis, I would say the Holy event also would be.
Yeah,
one of the,
that was also a memorable thing. Yeah.
You know, just everybody who collaborated with it, not only just us, but like Oscar and Karina, Miggy, and all them.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Google, you know, Carmen, everybody.
Shout out to amazing people.
You know,
yes.
all them
it was a big
people.
production team.
It was a big production team.
It was, and you know, we're super indebted to them for their collaboration and all their efforts and stuff. And gracias a Dios, you know, starting the 29th
of March.
January.
January.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
We're gonna be
music
releasing the music video.
Yeah.
That was March.
No.
So the album itself comes out in March.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we have determined an exact date
No,
yet.
we haven't determined anything. It's not
Okay.
solidified. We just have it like thought out right now.
Yes.
But for sure, January 29th, mark it in your calendar.
Yes.
January 29th.
January 29th.
Sunday. It's on a Sunday.
Yeah, the whole experience was great. I mean, shout out to Roca de Salvación y los Pastores Ramos.
Yes.
I think I've heard from
Roca de Salvación, yeah. We practically lived there for like a solid 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Literally,
Yeah.
we were there for a good 2 weeks.
Wow, tremendo.
So we were putting in work.
We were putting in work, and honestly, like you said, Salma, like we learned so much in that process.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of just like the musical aspects of it, but also just like coordination,
Yeah,
all the little
yeah.
moving parts. Like you see people like Miel San Marcos, you see Cristian de Claudio, and you see they record an album, and then a couple weeks later it's released.
Yeah.
But to be able to work and see it behind the scenes and seeing how everybody's part plays such a big role.
Yeah.
You know, even like to the point where like Los Ujieres played a huge role.
So organized.
So everything was coordinating.
Everything
Yeah.
was super
Because
coordinated.
it was a live music video, right? Or
It was like a
Right.
live recording.
live recording.
Uh-huh.
It was a live
Yeah.
recording. Wow.
Right. So it's just like to the point where it's like, okay, first you have to create the parts of the song and stuff
Yeah.
of the original songs.
Yeah.
And even the songs that were like not original, but you still have to create your own unique parts to it.
Right.
And then just that musical side, but then you also have like the different types of lighting for the event because the lighting plays a big role.
Of course.
You know, and it even came to the point where even scent was a thing.
Yeah.
No way.
It was.
Even
Yeah.
the
So like the
scent.
smoke machine.
Oh wow.
The smoke machine. They're like, yeah. So what do you want it to smell like? And I'm like, what?
Right. Yeah. There were.
That's
yeah.
a thing.
Oh, that production.
That's a thing.
Seriously.
And I was like, why
shout
don't
out to
y'all
production
just
team.
turn it off? Because my eyes crying right now. Like I can't do it. Like, I
It smelled
can't.
nice though. It smelled nice.
It was nice. It
smelled
was
good.
nice. It was nice. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it literally everything, and it's just a wonderful experience, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to do it again.
Me. It was great. It was great. Just give me a small break.
Yeah,
Because
it can be kind of draining. Like honest-
Peter and I were going around in circles. So just as like I manage like P-Boyz, like I'm very much like on top of Peter's stuff as well.
Okay.
And I love working with the kid because the kid has great ideas, such a creative mind.
for real.
Shout out
seriously.
to the kid. I'm gonna
Shout
keep
out.
shouting him out because that kid
Shout
has
out.
Peter.
better like
Peter.
better like you have a great mind.
Hey.
Great mind. And I was just helping him like make it come to fruition.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more so like, all right, give me an idea. Let me see how I can make it work.
Right.
And I'm very like, okay, like if you have to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to have a timeline, we're going to do this. Like it's very much like, all right, we're going to have steps to get it done. And I think that there was certain things that like he didn't tell me to do, but I still did it. He was like, I was thinking that already.
Oh wow, in the spirit, right?
Yeah. So like even the smallest details, like little things, like how.
Like for example, sorry
Yeah.
not to cut you off, but like for the shirts,
Oh yeah.
we Salma was encargada de like to get these bags.
Yeah.
The labels and everything.
Yeah. And like I
And-
made little like logos, like little stickers
Oh,
to like
what?
put on them as a thank you for buying, like thank you
Right,
for
that's
collaborating.
Yeah, exactly.
And like people were like really excited to like see that. Like they just were like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like I want to save the bag. And I was
Of
like,
course.
It's literally like, and it just comes down to like the little details
Yeah.
play a big role.
they
They
do
go a
play a
long
big
way.
role.
Yeah.
They go a long way. I remember we were after a rehearsal. It was late at night, and we were still
at it.
folding and
Wow.
kind of because we did
Organizing,
a pre-sale.
yeah.
So we would have to make sure that those who pre-sailed like did the pre-order.
Oh
We
yeah.
fulfilled their order. Before.
I forgot about the
Of course.
pre-sale.
Yeah.
I coordinated everything about the
All
pre-sale.
of
Like
that.
I set up the bank account. I set up the job form.
the job form.
I set up like how you're gonna buy it, the inventory,
Yeah.
everything.
Man,
Like
Salma, you're a blessing.
Honestly,
You're a
for
blessing.
real. Shout out to Salma because
Oh, my
honestly,
oh glory to God, oh glory to God.
a lot of things like probably wouldn't have happened without your efforts and without your
glory to God.
knowledge.
Oh, glory to
for
God.
real. And that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain things that maybe at one point you didn't know. There was parts that I didn't know, but you have to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how you learn.
For sure.
So I feel like if we were to do it again, I think we would.
We have an idea.
A lot better equipped.
And that's the thing. There's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
First time.
But for the first time, it wasn't too bad, you know?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't too bad. We just had a lot of help from the people from Roca de Salvacion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they were complete blessings.
Yeah,
And
Salvation City.
Salvation City,
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Salvation City. Yeah.
Great people.
Wonderful people.
Great people. And whenever we needed help, like if I were to text them and ask them like, hey, what do I do here? Like, can you help me with this? I got you. Like, we would set up a time, call, like it would work.
Perfecto. Wow.
And even now, like we did the recording and everything, but now we have to work on the promotion side of it.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is probably even the bigger step of the whole production.
Yeah.
Right. So, and they're still by our sides. They're still telling us like, hey, this is what we recommend you guys work with and do and this and that. And they're still kind of like in a way holding our hand through the process.
And I love it.
And
I love
we're
it.
so grateful.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Man. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing to have a team like that being able to continue moving forward that way. Even in the marketing right now. I mean, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
marketing.
exactly.
Let's
We're
make
here
it big,
putting the word out.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Wow, that's amazing.
It's
That's
crazy.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. But we're gonna continuing off of that. Salvation City,
Roca de
Roca
Salvacion. Yeah.
So they've actually done this before, right? Salvation City has become big and
Yeah,
they
so
have.
thankfully Salvation City has some experience with this
Yes.
like live recording and production.
Yes.
And so that's why I feel like they've been such a huge help because they've been able to kind of pretty much tell us like, this is what we did wrong, so don't do this.
Yeah.
Right.
No, of
And
course.
go ahead and do this. This is how we learned.
And we appreciate that
and
like
we
so much.
appreciate that so much because I feel like we would have probably face planted
Oh, for sure.
if it wasn't for them.
Sure.
And they helped out so much. And the venue itself was at their church.
Yeah.
And they helped us out.
They
helped us out
yeah.
immaculously, So it was great. Thank you for that.
And I can't wait to hear it. It went in January 29th, right?
January
29th.
29th. January 29th.
29th. And definitely, I can't wait to hear the solos you be providing, David. I want to see what you got there. I want to see what you
They're there.
And then the vocals of Salma and all the
wow.
And definitely, so God bless you guys. I hope God continues and hope to have you guys on again.
For sure.
And we got a couple projects moving forward with each other.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes.
definitely. So that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching us. Just like, share, subscribe. All the information will be provided in the description section. Just let us know if you like it or if you don't. Whichever way, God bless.
God bless you guys.
God bless.
Atrae mi corazón, atrae mi corazón, oh yeah, atrae mi corazón, Jesús, lléname más de ti y lléname más de ti. Y yo en ti y tú en mí, Jesús, y ese es el pacto. Y yo en ti y tú en mí, Jesús, y ese es